Welcome back. Um, Let me show you how I made this. This is kind of fun, and if you didn't know how to do this, so I'll show you. I made like 100. I'm not sure what this box is. What is it? 150 by 150, and I filled in half of it with white. Then you go ahead and go Filter, Distort, Shear, and you can do a lot of different things in how you make, like this is great on mini banners and things you want to look 3D. Okay, then you'd say okay, and then you bring this down to about 15 or so, and then drag it over, and you end up with something like this. I like it because it kind of unifies the three boxes together. Okay. So on the other side, there are link buttons to his team site. Again, in order for the coder to make the sorry, Genesis, didn't mean to call you the coder. Anyways, to drag it over, you have to put an identical color on the bottom. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and go through these layers. These two ones are a little different. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. So contact info and vital statistics. These two are going to actually go to the other two pages that are on the site and back, so you can toggle between this and then statistics and how to reach my son. If you're a college coach, all you college coaches out there. Okay, that's my son's name. And then here I just have a bunch of text, and each of these are going to be a URL layer and connect to these different sites, so coders can check up and see where we are. This is his club. One of the leagues he plays in, the second league he plays in a big tournament that's coming up in November, so the coaches can see what field that he's going to play on and what time the games are. And then this is something that is going to happen after, in 2010, the Premier League Cup here in Southern California. These two tournaments are two of the biggest in the country that coaches would be interested in seeing. In order to unify this kind of overall gray look, I went ahead and did a color balance layer and used this sort of a teal grayish blue, which really makes it pop. So everything I know here basically was I gained the knowledge from over the years just from SIG making. You know, if you're ever curious about how to do a particular technique, you can just Google it and go to a close tutorial page. That's basically how I've learned everything. You know, there's a few key parts to good graphic arts. Number one, I think, is how to use Photoshop, and it takes a while. It's not an overnight thing. The second thing is a good artistic sense, and of course, you have it, or you wouldn't be listening to this video, right? Here and interested in developing your skills as an artist. And the third is just taking what you know and taking it to the next step, doing something different that you haven't done before, and being willing to create crap, basically. Being willing to create crap is a great way to get better, because after you've spent a long time and the end result isn't the way that you want, you learned how not to do something. And quite often learning how not to do something is just as good as learning how to do something. Alright, that's all I have to say this week. I hope you learned a lot and realized that even though you're making tags, a good part of the time it leads to bigger and better things. That's all for now. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.